Okay, hey guys, it's your boy Dark Raku here. So I did upload what's it called? What if Issei was a darkness user and became a strain, part two a while ago. But I'm actually going to just upload this one because I was rewatching a what if, but then I realized I won't probably have time because it's like 12 almost in the morning. Because today in the morning when I woke up at like 10, 11. Then I just chilled for a while because I realized I didn't need to take my siblings. I thought I missed school for them, but really not really. So yeah, and since I didn't have school today, I kind of got really fucking lazy. But yeah, and I had lots of other stuff to do, but yeah. Like explain to my parents why the fuck I failed a test. Not the point. But pretty much, this is called What If Issei Was a Sand. Now, I always did thought of what to do for this one. I was actually thinking for a while. I was even vibing to music when I was actually thinking about this. So, I already have an enemy for Issei to fight. Mostly it's an OC enemy, kinda. Um, but not the point. I also already picked what Santa race he is. Well, there's not really a specific Santa race that Issei is going to be. He is, well, how should I say? He is an OC San that I don't know why I always thought of this, but not the point. So pretty much, let me begin into this what if, but yeah. So the sand race he is, mostly, there's going to be like four different sand races here. There's the main one, the normal main one, there's the light one, then dark, and then legendary. Now, why is there dark and light? Because I have done this before and I kind of made, I think in a, what's it called, what if in my main channel I made Naruto was a sand, but he was from a dark race sand. So yeah. And the dark race sand, they mostly transform into, when they transform into super, it's not yellow, it's actually, what's it called, black. But yeah. But not the point. But yeah. Of course, the light one is, yes, the opposite, it transforms to white. But yeah, mostly their hair go white. It's similar to like our generation, but yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, let me go into this what if and let me shut the fuck up. So yeah, I haven't really actually seen. Never mind. Let me go. Okay, I'm rambling on. But let me begin. I might mess this up. I might restart it. I don't know. I might just upload and then restart later on, but whatever. Let me begin. I'm actually rambling on way too much. Okay, so we begin into, well, something serious kind of happened. Well, not kind of, really serious. Actually, the planet's actually being attacked. Planet Earth, also known as 001. No, just kidding. There's no planet number. Nah, I'm not doing any of that. But pretty much, planet Earth is being attacked by some aliens. Literally, that's literally the only way to explain it from the supernatural, mostly POV. They can't really tell because, well, they're not pretty much angels, fallen angels, or even devils because they don't have wings. They're literally flying, and none of those people that are literally up in the air are having any type of wings on them. Of course, there's one person sitting on like some chair throne and floating up there, but yeah, this person has, well, mostly. So this is how the person kind of looks like when he's just sitting up there, but yeah. But of course, he's sitting up there laughing and kind of mocking the, well, supernatural and how they're so weak. He's mocking, well, mostly four Parages, actually. There's pretty much four Parages on the scene, and pretty much the alien race is specifically mostly attacking Kuo, and not another, what's it called, another like state or country. Actually, they don't even know if they're actually attacking another state or country. This is where other pantheons has kind of warned that there has been these aliens literally attacking them, but not specifically them exactly. Mostly of like they were looking for something. Now we go into the POV of these four Parages. One person has red hair, long red hair, and bluish eyes, bluish greenish eyes. Of course, where, well, she is kind of telling another kind of Parage leader who has blackish hair and of course these kind of reddish, purplish, violet eyes. Of course, having glasses, but of course her glasses kind of got knocked off of her after this battle. So of course, where, well, Her name is Sona, and of course Sona asks Rias, mostly the girl with red hair, and what to do next, because most of the barrage is actually pretty damn hurt. So Rias doesn't know what to do. This is where she looks at the other two, mostly a girl with purple hair, violet eyes, and of course, well, she kind of, has to, what's it called? Well, she kind of wears a purple kind of like kimono, but of course it's kind of almost torn and ripped a little bit. And of course, she seems really tired. Of course, to another person, they have silver hair and golden eyes. Of course, this person, mostly bust size is pretty big, even the purple hair girl. The only one that doesn't is mostly Sona, but not the point. This is where, they are considered to be the 4 Oni-sans for, what's it called? Well, Kuo Academy. Like the main. Of course, this is where there's also supposed to be 8, but don't worry about that. Mostly their queen considers to be that one also. But of course, they're getting really fucking tired since, the people that they're fighting is considered to be aliens, and they're almost like half of the fodder are kind of like not even high ranking, like demon level, like they're mid rank, but they're still pretty strong, and there's like a lot of them. Of course, sending ki blast, and they can't sense it or dodge it because it's not magic. This is where, the leader of the alien race, mostly the guy with horns and kind of a blue kind of, instead of having hair, he has like this blue ball on his head. This is where he kind of laughs, kind of maniacal, and says, "It seems that these weaklings doesn't know where that damn monkey's at. He's been looking around, sensing where the monkey's at. A monkey that's really been pissing him off that he hasn't found. This is where, he's kind of just saying, you haven't told me the monkey where he's at." This is where one person says, "Hey, that's fucking racist." This is where, we go into the white hair, mostly silver hair girl, Paraj. The guy with kind of brownish hair and looks like a fucking monkey, has a monkey tail, and he has a bow staff. He says, "That's fucking racist, man." This is where, the guy with horns says, "I'm not talking about you. You're a monkey consider also, but you're not the monkey I'm looking for." This is where, mostly the person who I was mentioning is Biko, and Biko says, "Huh? Fuck you! You fucking racist motherfucker!" This is where, Biko is literally cussing this guy out, and of course, this is where, the guy says, "Silent, you monkey." He then sends a blue light, hitting this guy in the chest. This is where he falls down to the ground, and of course, someone screams out, "Biko, no!" This is where, mostly the person had blondish hair, and of course, kind of these bluish eyes. Mostly looked like an older version of Kiba, but yeah. Of course, where, the silver hair girl says, "Biko, no!" This is where, the guy up there, mostly, who's still up there floating, says, "Kill them already. I need, to look for that damn monkey, but I haven't found him." This is where, all of these soldiers say, "Aye, aye." This is where, or not aye, they all say, "Yeah." Starts rushing towards what's it called, mostly everyone. But this is where, Ria says, "I won't let you." This is where her magic increased to a lot. And of course, where, a lot enough to just send a magic of destruction, destroying a lot of the members of, this alien race. This is where, the guy who's right now floating up there, right now sitting in a chair, said, "Ah, that seems to be very interesting. You seem to be the most powerful out of all of the people. Well, except for the silver girl, or mostly Silverhead, but it seems her transformation is only a little bit transformation." This is where, because the silver hair seems to be in this white armor, clouded in this white armor, and having blue wings in the back. This is where, she seems to really be tired, so of course she hasn't been able to kind of fight back, but yeah. This is where, the guy with horns says, "Well, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is your deaths, because I'm looking for a monkey." This is where Rhea screams out, "I'm going to kill you!" This is where she sent a bit of destruction magic, mostly a lot, destroying a lot of members, but of course when it reached towards the guy, it didn't even affect him. It actually did dirty his clothes, and of course he looks at the red hair and says, "You fucking bitch. You dare dirty a you dare dirty the clothes of an emperor, then you shall die. This is where he sent a blue laser beam straight towards her. Right now, instead of missing her, well, hitting her in the chest or anything, it's supposed to hit her right in the head. But of course, this is where, well, when it's getting so close, it's where Rhea says, damn it. This is where, well, she closed her eyes, and it never reaches or hit her. This is where she thought it was actually going to hurt. Like she saw for Biko, who actually got hit. This is where it never hit her, but when she did open her eyes, pretty much we go into a POV. When it was about to hit her, instead it hit a hand, but of course it then just blocks it and just swings away. But when she opened her eyes, she sees a blue blast literally deflected and hit into a building. This is where it exploded the building. This is where, well, the person who sent the laser beam kinda laughs and, ha 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 ha, oh, if it isn't a monkey that I've been looking for. This is where, well, the person says, God, would you ever shut up? I was literally fucking sleeping. I wasn't even supposed to be in school. I actually didn't give a damn about school. Ah, he yawns. Of course, this person has, what's it called? Mostly a black kind of jacket on, mostly a black coat. And of course, well, he has black pants and black shoes. Well, black kind of sandals, but not the point. This is where, well, yeah, not black sandals, black shoes. Of course, this is where, well, this person had brownish hair. Of course, kind of, not messy, but it looked to be in a pattern. But yeah, this is where, well, he had kind of these brownish, goldenish eyes. And of course, this is where, well, behind him was his signature monkey tail. Mostly his sand tail. This is where, well, he's yawning. But of course, this is where, well, he kind of just says, seriously, I was supposed to be sleeping. And I weren't supposed to show my fucking features towards these people. Because they're kind of annoying to deal with. This is where, well, the red hair kind of noticed who this is. It's none other than, well, kind of a second year. Because she's a senior and this person's supposed to be someone like a junior. This is where, well, she widened her eyes. She never expected the junior to literally save her. It's none other than, well, mostly Rhea doesn't really know who this junior is exactly. Well, she does. She's been trying to spy on him and trying to figure out who exactly he is. Mostly to see if he has a sacred gear or not. But his name is Issei Hyoto. This is where Issei kind of yawns and says, God, didn't I just kick your ass like 10 years ago? Or not even 10 years ago. Like, how should I say, 4 years ago. Why the fuck are you back here? This is where, well, he kind of asked the, what's it called, mostly blue alien horn man up there. This is where the person growls at Issei and say, listen up here, you stupid fucking monkey. I have gotten stronger. I'm here to kick your ass. When I kick your ass, kill you. I'm gonna show you that your pathetic monkey race is no way better than my race. Issei says, man, I'm hungry. Hey, this is where, well, Issei turns around and sees Rias. Hey, later on, buy me food, okay? Got it? This is where, well, Issei kind of does a thumbs up and literally doesn't get an answer back because he just turns around and says, yeah, you can buy me food, blah, blah, blah. This is where, well, Rias said, wait, do you not? This is where, well, most of the aliens start rushing towards Issei, mostly the father. In his words, he says, you father is straight up annoying. Whatever. He flies up without even using wings. This is where, well, he starts kicking them, punching them, hitting them in the fucking suplex, punching them again, punching them in the mostly not head, and of course knocking them out. Really just knocking them out real quick. Literally using these goddamn hands and legs to knock them the fuck out. Of course, after knocking out like a couple, mostly this person, in Issei's words, is named Frieza. But yeah, his name is Frieza. This is where Issei says, Frieza! This is where, well, Frieza chuckles and says, oh, you monkey. I'm going to enjoy killing you. This is where, well, Issei says, God, can you ever stop being racist to my fucking, like, race ever? This is where Biku's like, that's what I said. We're not the same, Biku. I'm not actually a monkey. God damn. This is where Biku's like, what? Fuck you. But yeah, Issei's not a yokai. He's basically a sand, but don't worry about that. This is where Frieza says, Whatever, the monkey here and the monkey there. God damn, I don't care. Luckily your race hasn't populated, which is good. This is where, well, Issei yawns and says, me? Populate? If I ever wanted to populate, I'd already populate with the red hair over there. She's pretty damn cute. This is where Frieza right now blushes and kind of looks away. This is where, well, this is Frieza says, then I won't let you do that. This is where he transforms into his actual final stage. Just skipping all his actual stages and goes into a final stage. So this is how it looks like. This is how his final stage looks like. But yeah, mostly his like first form because he had those previous forms like Frieza. But yeah. So his name is Frieza, but yeah. So yeah, his name is Frieza. So of course, Frieza says, I won't let a monkey like you stop me again. This is where, well, Issei looks at him and says, wow, you went into the final form. You didn't hesitate to go into your like previous states of form before going final. I'm surprised. Frieza says, yeah, because this time I'll kill you. This is where, well, Issei said, yeah, kill me. Yeah. Didn't you always say this like 4 or 5, 6 times? 7 maybe? This is where, well, Frieza starts launching blue beams at, well, Issei from all like 5 of his fingers, mostly his right hand. And this is where, well, Issei literally dodged to the right, left, dodge to the right again, left, duck, and literally they just miss him. This is where Issei grins and says, wow, you really suck. This is where Frieza says, why you? This is where he rushes at Issei, literally trying to punch him. Now, of course, Issei dodges and uppercuts Frieza. This is where Frieza then swings his kick straight towards Issei. Issei then blocks it with his own kick, mostly his own, like, leg. That's where, well, they start fighting and, like, speed blitzing each other, like, sending multiple punches, kicks, sending a bunch of kick punches. This is where Issei gets his neck kind of wrapped by his tail. And this is where Frieza says, ha! I finally got you, monkey! This is where he was about to blast Issei. Until Issei said, if I'm a monkey, then fuck you! He bites his tail and Frieza says, ah, you motherfucking monkey! This is where he grabs his tail and says, this is where he gets hit in the fucking face by getting kicked in the face. Suck on that, you fucking alien! This is where, well, Issei then realized, wait, I'm an alien also. Son of a bitch. I'm basically telling you to suck on that. Oh, God. Whatever. This is where Frieza says, you monkey! This is where, well, he kind of goes into a new form that kind of spreads kind of what, these white horns on top of his head, but yeah. So this is kind of it. So, of course, he kind of becomes like this. Mostly into a new form, but yeah. So the form is called Frieza's 5th form. So there was like 3 other forms. So there's first basic, mostly it was like suppression power. Then yeah, you get the point. Of course, it worked well. That is like his 5th form. This is called Frieza's 5th form. This is where, well, he kind of looks at what they call Issei with this mad and angry look. This is where it says, I'm going to kill you. This is where, well, his energy spiked up a little bit. Issei says, great, I'm gonna have to take this seriously. This is where most of everyone, mostly the Parage, just like widen their eyes after hearing, damn, I might have to take this seriously. This is where, well, they said, we weren't taking this fucking seriously. All of them looks at Issei. Issei said, well, it's time to really take this seriously. This is where Issei puts both of his hands together like a cross, like if he was gonna block, but then pushes them out. And this is where, well, he screams out loud. And this is where he goes, ah! Boom! This is where an explosion happens. Energy starts crackling around him, but this time it's black lightning, black crackling lightning around him. This is where it dissipates, but of course, this is where a black kind of aura appears around him. This is where, well, his hair became black, and of course, this is where, well, his eyes are a very shade of red, or a crimson shade of red. This is where, well, but this is where, well, he now has a crimson shade of red in his eyes. But his tail is actually black, and this is where, well, Issei said, well, it's time to hurry this up. This is where, well, he said in a very cold and monotone voice towards Frieza. Frieza says, I'm going to kill you, monkey! He rushes at Issei, right now sending a powerful punch, but this is where Issei managed to block it, and instead grab it, push it to the side, and send a powerful punch straight to the face, clocking out some teeth, if he ever had to. This is where, well, he was sent away. And of course, this is where he smashes into buildings. Frieza says, die! He sends 10 beams at Issei. Issei, he kind of looks at the beams, and this is where, well, he looks at them, and kind of then puts his fingers, they became into a glowing color. Just where, well, into a glowing color until he puts all his hands together into like a flat surface. And they became, well, not really his fingers. No. He puts his hand into a flat surface and then adds his black aura into his like hand. This is where, well, his hand then made a sword. And this is where, well, Issei cuts down all the beams in an instant. This is where, well, Issei says, Keyblade. Yes, he knows what to do with the, he knows how to make a Keyblade. This is where Frieza says, I'm going to kill you! Issei says, yeah, right. Issei appears right in front of him, and this is what, well, Frieza then sent his tail real fast, but didn't notice the Keyblade, and of course his tail was cut off. Frieza screams in agony, saying, you mother! This is where Issei then hit him right, well, mostly kicked him in the chin, launching his ass up. This is where Frieza says, you motherfucker! You cut off my tail! My precious fucking tail! You monkey! This is where, well, Issei says, still fucking racist, as ever. But fuck your shit. I wouldn't say fuck your race because, nah. But you, instead, fuck you, you fucking hoe. This is where, well, Jesus says, I'm going to annihilate you. I'm going to enjoy killing you. I'm going to enjoy destroying this planet. This is where a blue energy appears in his hand. And of course, put both of his hands up and say, I'm going to enjoy killing you. I'm going to enjoy killing this whole planet. Fuck this planet. I'm not letting you repopulate at all. This is where he screams at Issei in the top, mostly at the top of his lungs. This is where, well, Issei said, wow, you seem angry. Very angry. Well, other than that, this is where, well, Issei puts both of his hands together and then puts him down next to him. Ka me ha me. This is where Frieza says, I'm God. Just die, you monkey! He sends a huge blue ball down, and this is where, well, Issei, his hand is glowing with this kind of like bright, like crimson red color. It's not blue, because this Kamehameha is kind of different from any normal Kamehameha, but it's red. This is where, well, he said, like I said, was that ha? Yeah, ha, me, wait. So the last, mostly word, he then pushes his hand up, mostly both of his hands up. This is where he launches a red blast and says, ah! This is where a red blast, like, launches from his hand. Right now, going straight to the blue ball. This is where they both clash in the middle. This is where, well, Frieza says, I won't die! You're going to die, you monkey! I won't fucking die at all! Issei says, fuck off! Really, you literally have to just fuck off this planet. Fuck you and your fucking life. I'm going to make sure you stay in hell, like, forever, because fuck your shit. This is where, well, he then screams out a word, Kaioken times 5! This is where red energy glows around him with his black aura. And this is where his, like, Kamehameha became bigger and then launch out more energy. Right now pushing the giant blue ball. It's called, well, mostly the blue ball is called supernova. But of course, this is where the supernova is getting pushed back. Frieza says, no, you motherfucker! This is where he is now destroyed in an instant. Like any normal villain of Dragon Ball. This is where, well, Issei, he then gets out of the Kaioken. Now, of course, it was called Kaioken times 5, but don't worry about that. But this is where, well, Issei's like, that was interesting and very intense, but not that much of a workout. Or is it because I just got stronger? Who gives a shit? Issei gets out of his form. Of course, he feels a little bit drained, but of course, there's not much to brag about. But yeah, this is where, well, Issei's like, I work up a sweat, and I work also some hunger. Man, I'm hungry now. This is where his stomach is growling. This is where, well, he says that, I'm hungry. This is where, well, he wished he had someone to cook for him. He just sad. This is where, well, Rios noticed Issei, and everyone still has their eyes just literally widened after this battle. Clearly, whoever they were fighting, mostly in the alien, literally just got their ass kicked by a junior. Now, of course, all of them are seniors. Well, most of them, mostly the Paraj, well, mostly their barrage is considered to be, what's it called, not seniors. They're mostly juniors or even like freshmen. But Issei's a junior, and he is considered to be one of the five perverts, or not five perverts, consider of the three perverts, the trio of perverts, the leader. But there's also two other people that are not perverts, or maybe they're not, they don't know. But these other two looks kind of, well, not similar towards Issei, but yeah. One has kind of black hair, like black spiky hair, and the other person kind of has, well, not, what's it called? No. Not the black spiky hair, no. But, of course, there's only three of what's it called, the perverted trio. Mostly Issei, Matsui, and Motohama, but yeah. Of course, this, Issei that they're looking at isn't perverted. Well, other than he made a perverted joke towards Rias, but he mostly calls her red hair instead of Ria Senpai or, like, Oni-san or whatever. He didn't really, like, say any of that. He just kind of made a joke, which kind of pissed off the alien dude. This is where, well, Issei said, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, this is where Issei feels weak. I'm so damn hungry, son of a biscuit. I should have at least ate something before coming out here. Or I should have just kept sleeping. No, I should have kept sleeping. Actually, sleep is so much better than food. This is where he's really. This is where he didn't shake his head. Like, no. Wait, I had to go to school, right? Who gives a shit if I had it to? I don't care. Now, of course, this is where they realize one thing. Issei's kind of personality of a little bit. Even though he's considered to be one of the perverted trio, he sleeps a lot. He sleeps a lot and eats a lot also. But he never does gain weight, which no one actually understands. And, of course, no one ever sees his, like, hands because, or mostly arms, because they usually cover up with the long sleeve shirt, mostly his blazer, and, mostly, or a long sleeve most of the time, not his blazer, but doesn't wear it well, or his, like, body. He never works out that much in gym. If he does, it's kind of secret. Doesn't wear it well. He says that, oh, I'm so hungry. He's walking like a zombie, like he's about to die, and just, like, if he can't find brains, he's like, I'm so hungry. This is where he's walking aimlessly, but he looks like he's just going home. This is where, well, he's like, oh. But yeah, this is where, well, he then thinks about it. Oh wait, I can buy food. Yeah, I should go buy food. He then turns around and goes, like, towards the barrage, but just walks past him. Goes to a cafe, or not even a cafe, like a fast restaurant and other things. Mostly like a restaurant that he knows where to go, like a Chinese restaurant. Don't worry about it. This is where, well, he goes in it. He orders a bunch of food, and of course, like rice and other stuff. This is where he starts eating. Nom 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 nom. And of course, like ramen and other stuff. This is where, well, he's just eating a lot. This is where, well, he's just eating it. And of course, where, well, he then slurp up some noodles. And this is where, well, he's like slurping up noodles and of course having the bowl right in the face. This is where someone sits down. Of course, this is where everyone kind of realizes who sits down because they're staring out the window, but not like at the window, like they're like right there, but they're like at the park. And they realize one thing. Arias is sitting up there, but she was like right next to them without them even noticing that she got over there. How? This is where everyone kind of just like looks at the spot where Rias were at and blink, 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 she's gone. This is where they say, how the fuck? This is where, well, she didn't use magic. She's just appeared over there. What the hell? This is where, well, Issei's eating noodles and this is where he puts the bowl down and says, so much better. Now, it's time to go home. This is where he then thinks about it. He has his eyes mostly closed, but this is where, well, he then opens his eyes and notices the red hair. This is where Issei said, can I help you? This is where, well, the waiter says, here's your, what's it called, receipt and other stuff. This is where Issei says, I did get a little bit too much. Ria says, here. This is where, well, mostly the waiter says, are you paying for him? Yes. This is where, well, mostly the waiter nodded and of course takes the kind of credit card and like puts it on the, yeah, you get the point. And of course, the waiter, well, gives the credit card back. He says, right, I did ask you for you to buy food for me. I guess this could be a repayment. Yeah. This is where Ria says, yeah. I want to ask you something. She then gets up. This is where, well, Issei says, huh? This is where, well, Issei also got up just because he am. This is where, well, they were getting out of the store, but pretty much Ria's asked him to go to the, what's it called, mostly to, to the what's it called? What is it called? The occult research club. This is where she was studying at the same time, but this is where he says the occult research club. Where is that? This is where Ria's like almost fell down and realized that Issei doesn't know. Of course, Issei's kind of like, he looks to be different. Well, he sounds a little bit different than other stuff. He acts to be goofy, and it seems to be actually his true personality instead of his perverted personality, which they don't understand much because, well, he's considered to be the perverted trio, and most of the perverted stuff that girls actually mention, now that they realize this, that Issei never actually goes to any of the spots that Matsue Murahama visits. Of course, Matsue Murahama usually trolls or something, or whatever, because some of the girls never do feel the looks of, well, what's it called, Matsue Murahama. But of course, they still call them a perverts because they usually find them there. They're over there. They either accidentally made a noise or whatever. But this is where they never ever see Issei. But there's rumors that he's supposed to be one of the perverted trio, mostly leader. But no one ever sees him. This is where Ria sees his actually true personality. He's childish. He doesn't care. He can get serious sometimes. Well, not serious sometimes. Serious whenever there's actually an actual possible threat and other stuff. But yeah. This is where, Issei said, so, where will the occult research be? This is where Reese snapped out and says, I will get someone to call you, get you from school today. Issei says, yeah, I'm not going to school. This is where Reese says, wait, what? Issei said, nah, I'm going back home. I'm full already. I'm gonna take a nap. And yeah, this is where, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Issei starts walking off, and this is where Reese says, wait. This is where she gets her, like, most of the dreams shattered easily by Issei, even though Issei is not much of a, like dream shatter. He just doesn't care. He literally just wants to go back to sleep. But of course, well, he goes off and goes home. He takes a nap. But yeah, this is where, well, with that threat mostly gone, other pantheons were mostly confused when other threats similar were kind of gone. Mostly, what's it called, the North mythology was kind of confused when a threat of aliens tried to attack but easily got destroyed by, well, an unknown person. A person with black hair that looked to have glasses, but mostly they didn't see much. Of course, had a green kind of long sleeve and blue, like, jeans. Of course, this person easily kicked the shit out of whoever it was. It looked like to be some kind of alien race, mostly to be having blue skin, but they got their ass just beat so easily. Of course, this is where, well, they didn't even notice how this person did it, but this person, well, what's it called, kind of used this green energy to block off attacks, and of course, these green shields were ever to be easily broken. Of course, this person easily knocked them out with using some sort of energy that usually appear around him, but yeah. Of course, after destroying them and killing them off, he disappeared without a trace because they couldn't sense his magic. They couldn't even sense him fighting them, but yeah. We go into the, what's it called, pantheon of mostly Buddhism, or is it India? We want to just say India, man. Not in, but India kind of pantheon, or whatever it's called. India had a problem, and of course, where, well, the destroyer of mostly the god of destroyer that was there, not the actual god of destruction, but mostly a destroyer named Shifu, whatever his goddamn called. But of course, one of the Indian gods were about to attack this alien race, until the alien race was easily just annihilated out of nowhere. Mostly, this alien race were kind of these green men, and of course, were trying to, well, kill off these humans looking for something, but of course, easily got defeated by an unknown race. But of course, this person seems to be kind of, what's it called, well, so mostly the what's it called, Indian kind of pantheon kind of said that what they saw, or mostly what the what's it called, god of destruction saw, was mostly a person with no hair, mostly looks bald, but of course to kind of have this like brownish, well, not brownish, mostly this like red, well, not red, mostly a black jacket, black leather jacket, red kind of shirt, but of course these black leather pants, and of course black shoes that was easily kicking the shit out of the alien race. Now the alien race seems to kind of be green alien would kind of look like Namekians or something. But of course, this person did get hit by a blast to the chest, but then re-heal really fast. Like some pink goo appeared and then became skin. Of course, this person looked to be bald, but his hair looked to be growing also. Of course, this person easily annihilate the people by turning them into candy and then just disappearing after a while by destroying them in his hand and then just disappearing. But yeah, that's where, well, he then just flies off. But yeah, no one actually knows what the hell happened. And he couldn't really keep up with either his energy. It was just confusing. But of course, well, we go into other pantheons. Another pantheon, and this pantheon is mostly from the, what's it called? Okay, the other pantheon, I'm gonna just say it was, what's it called? Hinduism. But of course, this is where, well, or Judaism? Wait, what? Fuck, I forgot. It's called Hinduism. But of course, this is where, well, the next pantheon was talking about was mostly another god. But this time he was in China. But it was one of the Buddhist gods who kind of questioned what the fuck he saw most of the time. Alien race appeared, but of course they were mostly on ships. And they mostly looked to be kind of, well, lightish blue skinned people with purple hair. And of course this person had like these bones kind of teeth on top of his head, like if it was like a bandana or a necklace or like something that was confusing them. But of course this person seemed to be making weapons out of just thin air, and they were kind of physical. Of course some people in the human race were about to get attacked, but well, not even human race, it was in somewhat almost a god dimension. But of course before they even got attacked, some guy with kind of black, mostly black hair, but one spot of white hair appear. And of course mostly one spot of white hair was mostly in the front of his head. And of course where, well, it looked like it was turning white. But yeah, of course this is where the person grins at, well, the person that he just kicked. But yeah, so the white patch of hair was mostly on, well, into the left side of his head. But yeah, it was only one white patch of hair. But yeah, mostly his other side was black but spiky. And of course he was literally fighting against this person. And of course what he heard from this person, his name was Gas. And of course they were both fighting until Gas went into full power, while, well, the other person right now transformed. But of course his hair went white, and of course that white patch actually became blue. But a blue aura appears and his eyes became blue. This is where, well, his hands started glowing out with this blue aura. This is where, well, the aura around him was actually kind of white. But of course this person says, I won't lose to the likes of you. This is where Gas gets punched in the stomach so damn hard that Gas coughs up some blood before getting blasted and annihilated out of this planet. This is where, well, he's pushed up to the atmosphere. Of course this person just sighs and says, this is where he turns to mostly Japan's work, or mostly to Japan. Mostly he kind of looked towards Japan and the outskirts from the god's POV. But pretty much this person kind of says, damn, you dark sand. He kind of just gets annoyed. This is where, well, he then disappears after a while. But yeah, he just disappears. But yeah, this is where the mostly Buddhism god didn't know what the fuck to do. But yeah, this was just one of the gods. He was just so damn confused. Like, what the fuck did I just see? Oh, hell no. But yeah, this is where, well, we go into another kind of religion, but it was close to the religion, but not really. But it was just another alien attack. Okay, so I don't know what to kind of say that this religion is. I'm gonna just say it's one of just a random pantheon. Well, I don't even know that many. So of course this pantheon is, yeah, I'm gonna just say Japanese pantheon. So of course where, well, mostly it was in Kyo that actually got attacked. And of course where, well, mostly they are looking for a sand also, or another monkey. But of course this is where the sand monkey, before letting them actually appear and scaring humans, they got literally blasted by a person that was wearing a black, what's it called, jacket hood. But yeah, pretty much this is how this person looks like. Okay, I'm not gonna mention that much, but yeah, this is where, well, that happens. And of course the person disappears without even the trace of the gods even know what the fuck happened. They just see something explode and they said, nah, you know, we don't care. They literally thought it was just humans doing human stuff. But yeah, but other than that, this is where, well, we go into the, well, next day. Issei woke up pretty damn late. He realized it's already was a call, like 11 o'clock. This is where he said, nah, you motherfucker, I'm going to sleep. This is where, well, he goes back to sleep, but yeah. But we go into, well, the POV of Rias. Rias realized that Issei probably overslept. Or he just doesn't care about coming to school. This is where, well, she then decides to ask, what's it called, Koneko to go find Matsue Murahama. Mostly they will be here, right? Yeah, that's not even the case. They're not even here. Which confuses Rias so damn much. She's like, what the hell? Where are all of them at? This is where, well, we go into the next couple of days, but it's mostly Friday now. And of course, Rias doesn't really care if they're here or not because she realized they're probably not here. This is where Matsue Murahama and even Issei appear. Of course, Issei Hanin, of course, where he did eat the food. This is where, well, Murahama says, Jesus Christ, Issei. How long do you have to sleep? How many days before I have to either go over there and wake your ass up? This is where he says, yeah, I don't care. You can go do whatever, pretty much. I'm just wondering, how did you do with your alien race? This is where, well, Murahama says, I easily defeated them without anyone detecting me, or they couldn't not detect me at all since you know what I am exactly. Yeah. This is where, well, he looks at Matsue and Matsue says, hey, I ate them. You know what I did? You shouldn't really complain what I did. Yeah, I shouldn't, should I? Okay. This is where, well, Murahama says, did you really have to eat them? Hey, they taste delicious. Chocolate. This is where, well, Murahama says, Jesus Christ, Matsue, do you really have to kind of use that? Hey, I have the power. I can turn anyone to chocolate. It doesn't matter. Fuck you. This is where, well, they're complaining and just yelling at each other. But yeah, this is where Issei kind of narrows her eyes and looks up in the air. Of course, he might be looking at nothing, but he looks up in the air and does like narrow his eyes and already knows who is up there. Mostly a guy with a black kind of coat. A guy with, what's it called, mostly white hair and bluish kind of, well, not bluish, mostly not white hair, blackish hair and white patch hair. And of course, where another person, well, that's the only two people that he sees, but he doesn't care. Now, of course, we go into school day, but of course, the first day, well, mostly the first day after all of them come back, mostly all three of them, the first day appears someone new, a new student. This is where, well, this person is actually a girl, and of course, well, this is where, well, they see a white-haired girl, longish white-haired girl, and of course, this is where, well, her eyes are red, and of course, if anyone pays attention to her ears are kind of pointing, but of course, no one did pay attention, and her aura is completely different. But no one can actually notice that except for Issei, Matsue, and Murahama. Now, of course, where, well, she smiles at everyone, and she says that her name is Allison. Now, of course, where, well, she looks at the three boys, mostly the ones that she can sense the key, but she narrows her eyes and sees, well, Issei. His aura is so much powerful. It actually is similar to hers, but a little bit different. This is where she grins. She kind of walks up towards Issei, well, mostly she kind of, well, was about to walk up to Issei until someone else kind of like goes to the room, and it is another student, and of course her name is, well, so of course this is where another person runs through and says, sorry I'm late. This is where she seems to be another student, a new student, and of course this is where the teacher says, no, what's your name? This is where she says her name is Rose. Well, mostly, yeah, Rose, and of course she doesn't have a last name, but don't worry about that. This is where, well, she has longish pink hair and of course silver eyes, which every guy literally kind of gets stand up, like writing up Legends of Ages or something. This is where Rose is confused, but this is where she noticed Issei and say, Issei! This is where she runs up to Issei, and of course all the guys are glaring at Issei. Issei looks up and gets annoyed with the bloodlust, and this is where he senses his own pressure power. This is where all of them shut the fuck up real fucking quick. They don't know what this aura is, but they should shut the fuck up. It feels like death. This is where Issei says, Rose! This is where Rose jumps on him and says, Issei hugs him. This is where, well, Issei says, Rose, what did I ever tell you about screaming my name? He said whisperly into her ear. She blushes and says, well, you told me that I shouldn't be screaming out your name, but I'm happy that I'm here with you. And you should be also happy. This is where she smiles at Issei so gently and so kind. This is where Issei just smiles also back at her. This is where Rose noticed Matsui and Murahama, and then she kind of bows out and says, "Hello there, Matsui and Murahama." Matsui says, "Yo." Murahama says, he just nods once. Now, of course, every girl is shocked just to see what's it called Rose easily talking to the three birds. But there's one thing shocking for everyone else. They're not perving on her. Instead, Issei is hugging her like if she was like someone that he knew for like a while. And then there's the other two who just kind of wave her off. Now, of course, this is where Allison sits down, but of course she noticed Issei. And this is where, well, she then comments saying, "Rose, I didn't know you noticed this boy. And I didn't know you know about his name already. That's quite interesting." She then kind of said in such a monotone voice. This is where Rose says, "Sorry about that, Allison. This is Allison, Issei, and this is Issei, Allison." This is where, well, they both just wave at each other. And of course, where, well, Allison says, "So, Rose, are you two intimate with each other?" This is where, well, she kind of tries to conclude. Issei and Rose kind of look at each other and says, is that some kind of food?" This is where Allison falls down and says, "Not this shit again." But the cop Matsui and Murahama says, "No, for fuck's sakes." This is where, well, Matsui like almost smacked his head into the fucking table because he was literally falling asleep and didn't care. And this is where he just like slammed his head into the table and say, "Oh, not this shit again." This is where every guy and girl says, "What the fuck?" This is where, well, the girls thought it was kind of adorable to think that Issei doesn't know what that is, but they're actually thinking maybe he's just lying. This is where, well, both Issei and Rose start talking about food. They start talking about food when they're on that topic. This is where, well, Issei says, "So have you tasted this?" And this is where Rose says, "No, but I want to taste it." This is where they kind of go on and on and on and on and on. This is where everyone's saying, "Oh, for fuck's sakes." They really don't know what the fuck that means, do they? This is where, well, I was like, well, the perverted tree is literally just thrown out the window. This is where, well, Matsui is like, he didn't care. He fell asleep. He really got bored of this fucking topic. He only cares about candy most of the time. This is where, well, the door opens and it's none other than the Prince of Kuo, Kiba. Kiba asked for Issei, Murahama, and Matsui to come with him. This is where the girls kind of are having hearts in their eyes. The guys are looking at him at envy, but they're confused and why those three mostly. This is where, well, they all look up, and this is where, well, Issei and, well, Rose are not caring that much. They're talking about literally food, and this is where, well, Kiba says, "Issei-san, can you please come with me?" This is where Issei said, "Come on, Rose." This is where, well, Rose decides to come along, and they're literally still talking about food. And this is where, well, Kiba can't stop that because they're literally just talking about food, and he doesn't know what to do. This is where, well, Allison gets up and says, "I'm coming along. I literally don't like any of these perverts. They keep looking at me." This is where, well, one guy was like looking at her back, and this is where she turns around, fucking kicks him so hard in the head, literally making him be in a coma for days. This is where, well, a bunch of guys say, "Oh, hell no." She's threatening. This is where Allison kind of walks next to Issei and what's it called, Rose, because even though Issei is clearly not a pervert, she doesn't care. Truly, he seems to be really strong. And of course, Kiba says, "That guy's knocked out." Well, that's him, not me. This is where, well, we go into the ORC, and of course, the ORC has already the 4 Parages, also someone with red hair and someone with grayish hair, mostly long grayish hair. Of course, where, well, he's here because he wants to thank, well, Issei about helping his little sister in Parage. But of course, where the Phoenix symbol appears. And this is where, well, Kiba and the others kind of arrive. But this is where, well, Murahama and Matsui, well, Matsui says, "If I kick down the door, do you think I'll be able to zap someone and turn them to candy?" This is where Murahama says, "I don't think that's a good idea." Okay, fine, I won't kick down the door. This is where, well, an argument is happening, of course, where, well, the red hair guy is right now sighing and says he was about to react until Issei walks through, literally not caring, still talking about food. This is where, well, Matsui and Murahama says, "The fuck is happening on here?" Matsui says, "Who the fuck is a blonde dude? That dude looks way too old for Rias." This is where, well, he kind of commented, and this is where Riser says, Who the hell do you think you are? He rushes at Matsui, literally about to burn him, and Sursak says, ugh. This is where he was about to activate his power until Matsui turned his shit into candy. Literally turned Riser Phoenix into literally candy. Poof. That's not my fault. This is where Madama just like smacks his head and says, well, you got your wish. Now you can eat him. This is where Matsui say, ooh, candy. This is where he was literally about to start eating Riser. And this is where, well, Sir Zack says, wait, can you stop? This is where, well, he never expected someone in Issei's group, or not even Issei's group, in this group entirely, because they're just a bunch of fucking random people, but he doesn't know. This is where, well, he never expected someone to easily, doop, turn Riser into literally candy, and you're about to start eating him. This is where Matsui says, you're not stopping me from eating this candy. No one stops me. I will eat him. Or, that sounds wrong. I will eat the piece of candy. No one's stopping me. This is where he's growling at everyone like a goddamn cat. This is where, well, or not a cat, like a dog most of the time, but yeah. Like a dog is like hiding his food away from people. This is where, well, Rias never expected Riser to turn into candy. And someone's literally about to just eat them. This is where, well, Murahama says, hey, Matsui, you know if you eat the piece of candy, you're gonna literally just grow fire wings from your back. Matsui looks at Murahama and says, wait, what? Hold up, say less. This is where he was about to eat him until, well, mostly Issei grabs a piece of candy and just throws it in the ground. This is where, well, Murahama says, hey, my food! Yeah. This is where, well, Murahama just chuckling and saying, ha, get screwed. This is where, well, Issei and what's it called? Mostly Rose are just talking about food and other stuff. And of course, where, well, Rias is kind of seeing them just talk so casually. And of course, she starts kind of getting jealous. She kind of gets reminded of that time when Issei and Frieza literally saying, I'm gonna kill you. I won't let you repopulate it. But if I want to repopulate, I'll repopulate with that red-haired girl. Of course, is where she was blushing at the fact. But now seeing, well, Rose here, she is right now getting angry. But yeah. But of course, this is where I'm going to leave it off. Yeah, for right now. Because I'm getting kind of tired and I got to go do something. Mostly sleep. But yeah, other than that, yeah, bye. Oh shit, I got to definitely sleep. But bye.